support from Dark Neostorm. So I'm just going to do a quick video because I see no profiles online of actual decks other than online games of their Stardust or whatever. My deck concentrates on Stardust Assault mode. I don't want to hear nothing about Ash stops at this, Ash stops at that, this card stops at this. Who fucking cares? You're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! You're playing counter cards. You're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! If they're not met in a deck and you're not using it for that deck and you're using it in every other deck, I don't want to hear crap. You're just trash talking and being negative. This deck focuses on itself and bringing it out, and it has its own counter traps. If a counter trap doesn't belong to a deck or a card that counter cards, and you're just having it in every deck, it's like everybody has the same fucking deck. Every deck is 50% of the same shit. You're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! You're just playing, oh, I'm gonna play counter traps, hand traps. I'm gonna just shut down another deck. That's all you're doing. You're just shutting down another deck. You're not playing. I'm gonna make this guy look bad. Oh, he plays a good deck. I'm gonna make it look bad. I'm gonna cut it down. I'm gonna shut it down. That's all you're doing. You're not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Should be, you have a pure Blue Eyes build or whatever. Your whole deck is concentrated on Blue Eyes and anything that helps support that deck. Nothing else. No staples. Anything that's just for that deck. Versus, let's say, a Stardust deck. It should be just that. That's how you play Yu-Gi-Oh! A deck with a unique strategy and deck leader. That's it. Not all these decks like, oh, Ash in every deck. All these cards in every deck. That's the same crap. It's like you're all playing mirror matches of each other with like 5 cards saying it's, oh, it's a Blue Eyes deck because it has 3 Blue Eyes. Or it's a Mech Knight deck because it runs two Mech Knights. Like, that's not a deck. Like, shit's just crazy. Anywho, we got the new support from Neos. Let's get into this. So, we run 3. What's this, Celine?
We have 3 Pies Reflector.
Psi Reflector. This is the key card you want to bring out, because you can, once you bring him out when he's normal or special, your target should always be, unless you have an Assault Mo in hand, the trap, it should be a Soap Beast, which we also run 3 of. So basically what the deck does is you're going to try to bring him out normal or special. He will search anything that has Assault Mo activate on it, listed on it. Assault Beat does. So you will summon, search out, bring to hand, his effect. Send this card to the graveyard, and you can bring Assault Mo activate to your hand. Now that it's in the graveyard, his secondary effect. You can reveal a Assault Mo activate in your hand, because obviously you just got it, and then special summon from your grave a monster that has Assault Mo on it. So basically, search, bring to your hand, send to the grave, bring Assault Mo activate, show Assault Mo activate, special summon from grave. Then he fluctuates his level by up to 4. So you could increase his level by from 1 to 4. So you could turn him into an 8, 7, 6, or 5. But since it's Stardust based, we will increase his level by 3 since he's a 1 and go into Stardust Dragon. Then to help bring him out even faster, we run 3.
You want 3 Assault
Sentinel.
Sentinel.
So that's my daughter helping me, and I got my son here too. You run Assault Sentinel. When this card is on the field, when you summon it, you're basically, he can snipe any card that has Assault Mo activate on it. But you want to target him to bring out him and keep going and so forth. We'll also run 3. You're killing me.
Monk.
Summoner's Monk. And we bling them out. 3 Summoner's Monk. We got a decent amount of spells. So you want to chuck those spells just in case. If you don't have that in hand or that, you'll chuck a spell. He brings out a level 4. So he will be your target. And going back into the combo loop. And then of course 3
Stardust Dragon Assault Mod,
which is the core monster we are targeting to bring out. And basically this does is they activate any card activates already on the field, and then they choose to activate it. It activates a hand, graveyard, anything. It just sends it. You send it to the graveyard to negate it point blank. It negates anything. So that is our only lineup of monsters. Basic, simple. The deck concentrates on bringing them all out fast. You can search him out, summon him to search out, and keep going into the loophole to bring out Stardust over and over again. And you don't have to worry about your extra deck or your one slot on the field from your extra deck being played, because when you bring out Stardust, it does take that place. But once you play a Soul Mode activate, he comes from your deck to the field. So Stardust is now in your graveyard. Your slot is back open, and if he comes back, Stardust gets reborn from the graveyard. You don't have to worry because you could put it in any other zone. Then for the magics, we have
emergency teleport. 1 for 1.
and these cards are basically used, as you should already know, to just search out from your deck and bring it out to the field. Side Reflector. Then we run
3 Assault Mode 0.
This is another great card. If you have the Assault monster in your hand, you can bring out Stardust, play Assault Mode 0, send the Stardust to the graveyard, and bring the Assault Mode monster from your hand. Not only that, if you're using this in combination with Summonous Monk, you can play Summonous Monk, switch in the fence, Chuck for Summon effect, and go into the loophole of Assault Sentinel, then Assault Sentinel going off into Side Reflector, searching out Assault Beast, and so forth and so forth. And you're gonna basically already bring out Stardust Dragon. And if you're using this for this combination, you can remove this from your graveyard to search Stardust Assault Mode from your deck and set it, and on this turn you can activate Assault Mode. So it's pretty broken in this combo. You can send, and then he's gonna be setting Assault Mode, and you can activate it since you're gonna basically bringing out Stardust Dragon. So I love this combination as well. This is a freaking good card that helps it.
Good.
It helps it be consistent. And then we run 3
Return of the Dragon Lords.
I know you're thinking why. Simple.
Why?
Once Stardust Dragon is on the field and it's already sent to bring out Stardust Assault Mode, it's a level 8 monster, a level 8 dragon. So with Return of the Dragon Lord, you can target one level 7 or 8 dragon type, doesn't matter. Special summon it, and if a dragon monster will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish this card instead. So I figured, why not have more revives? Because you want to keep that Stardust coming to the field so you can keep activating more Assault Mode activates. Not only that, it brings it back, and you have protection for your Stardust Dragon now and your Assault Mode. So I think is that let me comment what you think. Then we run 3
Fire Formation Tenki,
which, as you should know, it searches out a beast warrior, and you can search out either Assault Beast or Assault Sentinel since it's Beast Warrior. So the deck steadily revolves around that basic combo of bringing them out. Like it's the main and only focus of this deck. Bring out Stardust and go Assault Mode.
Yep.
Then we run 2 Assault Teleports. If you don't have the other cards in your hand and you're not bringing the combo fast enough, and you have the Assault form in your hand, you can just send it back and draw 2. Now, if this gets ashed or whatever, the cost is putting the Assault form back into your deck first. That's the cost. Then, if they negated this, you just don't draw 2, but it's back in your deck where it should be. Basic staple.
1 Monster Reborn.
And
1
Scapegoat.
Scapegoat.
basic, you can bring back anything. and Scapegoat just to add tokens on the field. And we have our 4 tokens. We're
Yeah.
using
That's 3 and the other one.
the speed dual field abilities. Those are our Scapegoats.
Which is actually
But
cool.
you want to activate this on your opponent's end turn, since I believe you can't special summon. You can't summon other monsters a turn this is activated. So basically, what I would do is on my opponent's end turn play Scapegoat for defense purposes if they're attacking, or just play it so you could go into link plays. Since that's a stupid format now. Then we run 3.
Assault mode activate.
Which is the key card to bring out our assault forms.
Yep.
This is a must, and you can bring it out as was shown, but we also run
Assault 3 assault counters.
this is basically their everything. It's pretty much the trap form of Stardust Assault mode. They activate effect or magic or trap cards. It negates everything point blank. They activate an effect, negate, counter trap. They'll have to have another counter trap. So you can have your Stardust Assault mode on the field, and then set 3 of these. If you get that lucky and set all 3, like you're negating 4 cards because it's 3 of these. That's 3 negates and the monster itself. Then we want to bring them back. Like I said, we got the magic forms. Why not the trap forms? So we
Recall
have
of Haunted.
basic. Let's say you set 2 Stardust Assault modes, and you set 1 call at least. You can on their turn, you'll activate your Assault mode. Activate, bring out Assault mode Stardust, and then you can call the Stardust. Since this was successfully summoned, you can bring back that Stardust Dragon, and then activate the second Assault mode. And there you have 2 Assault modes on the field in 1 turn, because you want to recycle them.
Very good.
Now for the last trap.
We run
Stardust
2
Wish.
Stardust Wish.
And it's a basic good card that came out last month, I believe, or 2 months ago. I think it was last month.
Yeah.
Once per turn, if a Stardust Synchro monster you control is tribute summon to activate its effect, you can target that monster, special summon it, and your opponent cannot activate cards in response to this. Not only that, the Stardust Dragon cannot be destroyed while in attack mode. So basically, let's say they activate something that destroys because they're trying to get your Stardust in the graveyard. You activate Stardust effect, and then they try to do anything to remove him from your graveyard. You can chain this. Stardust will come back, and they can't chain anything else after this. I mean, they have something to stop the trap, I believe. I don't know. As far as the card text says, they can't chain anything. So your Stardust will activate his effect, negate their destruction. They activate a DD Crow, whatever it is, to try to remove him. You activate this, your Stardust comes back into attack mode and cannot be destroyed while in attack mode. I mean, why would you put it in defense mode anyways?
I don't know.
Alright, so quickly to go on, because I want to show some video footage, 2 duels. We won 3.
Stardust Dragon.
I mean, we need 3, so this is his deck. His effect, you contribute him to negate anything that is destroys. He goes to the graveyard. At the end of the turn, he comes back. That's why we want to protect him.
Yep.
And then
We got more synchro, so we
1
got
Red Dragon Archfate.
his nemesis and tag partner, you can say. They have a lot of defense modes. Defense monsters, just destroy all of them at 1 turn. Then we can go into
Hot Red
Red.
Dragon.
Hot
Red Dragon.
Archfiend Abyss.
I
So
think
it is a what? Level 9? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So what you can do is you can go into your Stardust play, or let's say you already have a Stardust, you bring back a Stardust, you can use him in combination
with who's that
you
by?
can use Psy Reflector. Like let's say you already have one and you bring one back, you can summon Psy Reflector, and then Psy Reflector you show Assault mode and bring back Assault Sentinel. Assault Sentinel's other effect. You can target one monster on the field and have it turn into any other synchro monster in your deck. So let's say you have that Stardust on the field. you can summon, do the combo, but before you synchro to another Stardust, use his effect to target Stardust, turning him into a Red Dragon Archfiend. You're not really turning into an Archfiend, you're just turning him into a Dragon Dark, which is the requirements for Red Dragon Abyss. Because it requires a Dark Dragon tuner, so you'll bypass this. Like, if you have him, you can just summon him and then bring him out. Or you can just go into Stardust, like, bring him back, go into the play like I just showed you, and target Stardust with Sentinel's effect for him. He turns into a Dark type. Now you have a Dark Dragon type. You can synchro it with Sire Reflector to bring out Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. I'm going to go fast a little bit. We got Crimson Blader if you want to bring it out. You destroy one of their monsters. Your opponent cannot special summon level 5 or higher monsters during their next turn. So this is not bad. If you're playing a Blue Eyes deck and you know they have a tablet on the field, you can just go into Crimson Blader, destroy that tablet, and they can't special summon none of their dragons basically. Like, they'll have to find out another combination or another play to go from there, but they cannot bring out any 5 or higher. And as far as I know, like Blue Eyes, for example, they're all level 5s. They can't bring out Thunder Dragons or whatever. It just shuts down all level 5 special summons. We got one Thought Ruler. Anything magic-wise that targets him, he can negate, and then you pay 1,000. Also, he destroys a monster, you get 1,000. You get their attack added to your life points. So that's basic for our synchros.
Let's put it right there.
Just one
One
XYZ
dragon
monster.
for XYZ dragon.
Basically, to bring them out, if they have something beefy on the field you can't get over, you could just bring out 2 level 4s, which you can do like with Summoner's Monk. And then go into your Exceed play, detach both, target their monster, cuts it in half, and then you gain the difference, and then you could just overrun him. We got 2 Link Karibos, 1
Porky dragon.
Proxy Dragon, 1
Underclock taker.
1 Cyberus Wicked, and 1 Scoldred. Basically for your tokens, but you can bring them out if you have 2 monsters. The tuners are level 1. You can use Scapegoat. You have 4. You could bring out 2 of these, 1 of this. You could go into this play. You could go into Underclock. You always have at least 2 monsters on the field with effects, so you can go into either one you want. If you already have monsters on the field and you swarm the field, because there's times I've sworn, and you could just bring out a Scoldred. Cyberus is just to add more zones to point to, because what I will do off a Scapegoat is Scapegoat 1, then get rid of 2 more Scapegoats to bring out this card, Proxy, and then the last Scapegoat to bring out the other Link Karibo. Then you can send 2 of these, since they're Cyberus monsters, to bring out Cyberus Wicked, or the 2 effect ones to bring out Underclock. And then you can go, you get the gist of where I'm going. Oh, I forgot the other one. Colossus Fighter. I don't know, I just figured to put him in here. He gets destroyed, he comes back. So if they're attacking, and that's all they can do, attack, target, come back, keep constantly coming back. He also has an assault mode for him, but we don't run that.
No. Never.
As far as the just quick running through the side deck, the side deck could be whatever you want, but everybody runs counter to shut down other decks, which I think is retarded. Like, yeah, you want to run cards to stop other decks so you could keep winning, but if the deck, Yu-Gi-Oh should be your deck idea versus somebody else's deck idea, and anything that concentrates on that. But I still need 2 more. Call of the Grave.
Call by the Grave.
So we can stop Ash. But everything else I really don't care. I just put in cards just to be in here for Stardust.
Flare.
If Stardust attacks, you can send this to the grave, activate. Before, at the start of the damage calculation, you bounce that monster back into their deck. Not only that, if Stardust would activate its effect, To tribute yourself to negate and destroy a magic or trap card, you can remove this from your graveyard instead, and still gain its effect. These are late gamer cards.
Stardust Respark.
Basically, if your opponent's special summon monster is about to attack your life points and you're about to lose, like it's gonna take away the last life points you have, you activate this, it negates it, you draw a card, and you can bring back a Stardust Dragon from your graveyard or special summon a new one from your extra deck. But the extra, if you do it from the extra deck, it can be brought back again. But it's for a late game, so you should have at least 1 to 2 Stardust in your graveyard already if you want to run this. Just in case they run Twin Twisters or anything that destroys back rows.
Starlight Road.
Basically, they play Twin Twisters or anything. They pop any 2 of your cards. You can play Starlight Road, negate the activation, and then bring out Stardust Dragon. It's not successfully summoned, so it can't come back from the graveyard. But you can Assault Mode activate that Stardust you brought out with Starlight Road. Other things just for the fun of it.
Shooting Star.
Which, if you have a Stardust monster on the field, you can target any card on the field and destroy that card. It's basically just destroying anything. And then, if you scared your cards to get removed from play, we got
2 Imperial Iron Wall.
stops anything from getting replayed. You don't have to worry about DD Crow or anything. If a deck is heavy spell cards,
1 Empower Order.
Negates all spell, but you pay the 700 life points. Or if you want to burn them,
2 Curse of Darkness.
if they activate a spell card, each time they activate a spell card, they take 1,000 damage. Alright, so we don't have much time left. Let's get into these videos.